You are beautiful beyond description, too marvelous for words, too wonderful for comprehension, like nothing ever seen or heard. Who can grasp your infinite wisdom? Who can fathom the depth of your love? You are beautiful beyond description, majesty enthroned above. And I stand in awe of you. I stand in awe of you. Holy God, to whom all praise is due, I stand in awe of you. You are beautiful beyond description, too marvelous for words, too wonderful for comprehension, like nothing ever seen or heard. Who can grasp your infinite wisdom? Who can fathom the depth of your love? You are beautiful beyond description, majesty enthroned above. And I stand in awe of you. I stand in awe of you. Holy God, to whom all praise is due, I stand in awe of you. And I stand in awe of you. I stand in awe of you. Holy God, to whom all praise is due, I stand in awe of you. I stand in awe of you.
Hello everyone, my name is Jessie Chaco. I am honored to celebrate the life of my friend and brother Papa Pablo. My husband and I had the opportunity to meet Papa Pablo and family in Galveston when they came from Philippines the first time. Immediately there was a connection. We spent so many hours in their home and our home, spending time together and eating meals. We all were a part of our Galveston prayer group and worshiped God together. For a while, they were attending our church and we all traveled together in one car, 7 of us. Even my children enjoyed the company. We had so much memories. They became friends with my brother and family and the sisters and family. Papa Pablo was a humble, sweet person with a gentle spirit. He was so passionate to serve God. On April 6th, Sunday, I saw his daughter-in-law Angela at Costco, and she told us that he was in the hospital. On April 7th morning, we called them and was able to see him through the video call, and we prayed together. On Wednesday, we heard the shocking news, but God knew it was time for him to rest in his presence. Thank God for heaven. We have the assurance that we will see him one day. We all have to be ready. Mama Lourdes and the children and family. May the Lord comfort you and fill your hearts with His peace. Thank you.
Hello po. Good evening. This is Ruth Jetty. I am Pablo Bersola, our late Pablo Bersola III's first granddaughter and first grandchild. Anak po ako ni Malu. Anyway, we're here and to celebrate his life, and really I am thankful to have had him as my grandfather, and also really, as I call him, he's my papa because he raised me as his own. I remember I grew up with him as one of his kids from 0 to 4 years old, and while I do not remember much of those times, what I remember is feeling secure because he provided me with a stable and loving home as a child. He was there to be my security blanket, and he made me feel like everything would be okay because Papa is there. He's just silent guiding force. Fast forward, he also was very instrumental in me and developing my faith in God. When I moved out of Capitol at 4 years old, he did not quit in like planting seeds of faith in me. He would drive every weekend to pick me up from my mom's place, my mom and dad's place, to take me to Sunday school. And that act alone saved me from a lot of life's troubles, because hey, I had a very good foundation as a kid, and Papa was very instrumental in that. I never missed Sunday school, and he made sure that I was there, and he made sure that we will always eat out, may it be at UP, may it be at KFC, but with what we have, what he had, he always made it like a special affair every Sunday, which right now, looking back, I'm very thankful because he didn't have to do it. I'm already his apo, but he did it anyway, out of love. He is a very hardworking person. Like, I was thinking back, all I remember him doing every time was working. It's a Francis electronic shop at Capitol. Fast forward to when I was in high school, I would walk from Diliman, from my high school place, to the shop, and he was still working there. And then to Texas, when I would visit, he was still working. But he is always a very diligent worker. No matter what he does, he's very proud with what he does. And I think, and I really applaud him. And I hope he knows that I'm very, very proud of him. Probably the most recent memory of him that I had was the time that we shared during Hurricane Ike. So for 2 weeks we were driving all over Texas, but prior to the evacuation, I really saw Papa's faith and strength because we had nowhere to go. He had his son, Ate Angela at that time, my uncle's fiance, and me to take care of. We had nowhere to go, but he never lost composure. He stayed in his room and prayed and prayed and prayed for wisdom until he got a clear direction. So we left and we were all safe, and that was very instrumental too in, having the move from Galveston to San Antonio. But that's just how I remember him. He's a very prayerful warrior. He's He's quiet, but he makes his presence known. Pa, sana alam mo na kung nasan man ako ngayon, I am thankful because of the seeds that you planted in my life. Pa, thank you. Kasi minahal mo ako as your own, and you raised me as your own. And I'm happy that you're now pain-free, and I love you so much, Pa. Until we see each other again, please watch over us. And now you can sing again, and hopefully you're enjoying heaven. I love you, Pa, and enjoy heaven. That's it. Bye.
Hello, ako po si Angela, asawa ni Francis. And ano ba naalala ko kay Papa Pablo? Ang dami naming memories with Papa, especially nung nasa Galveston kami. Just wanted to thank Papa din and Mama for accepting me sa family nila. And si Papa Pablo noon, pag Sabado, maaga kaming gigising kasama si Mama. Punta kami ng garage sale. So, nakakatawa kasi every garage sale na pupuntahan namin, ang pupuntahan agad ni Papa mga kutsilyo. Pero para yun kasi sa mga fish na nauhuli nila. So, nakakatawa rin kasi minsan, mas marami pa yung nakakain namin na fish kaysa sa kanin nung nasa Galveston kami. So, yun, and si Papa, sobrang hardworking, especially nung nakita ko yun nung nag-evacuate kami. Sobrang, siya kay Lord. Talagang he trusts the Lord dun sa guidance ni Lord, sa provisions ni Lord. And he sees to it talaga na magpe-pray kami. So, nakakatawa and nakaka-encourage lang to know a man that loves the Lord and a man full of integrity, lalo na syempre pag nung naghahanap siya ng work, talagang sobrang diligent siya to look for a job so he can support for his family. So, yun, I'm just so thankful to have known Papa, and he's a blessing to us, to me as well, especially sa faith ko. He is part of my growth sa spiritual life ko. And yung last na messaging namin ni Papa before is yung tungkol sa I just wanted to thank him sa pag-introduce ng Gaither vocal band sa akin. Kasi every time, yun, makikinig na lang si Papa. And sa apartment, and once he plays those songs, those worship songs, talagang mafe-feel mo na every burden is lifted unto the Lord. So, yun. And mamimiss namin si Papa. And, yun. Thank you. Thank you po sa lahat, Papa Pablo. We love you and we will miss you. We will see you soon when the Lord comes back and picks us up home. So, we love you. Mama, I love you.
Hello po. Kung sa mga hindi nakakaalam, ako po yung bunso sa 6. So, pangalan ko po si Francis. So, ako po yung paboritong bunso ni Papa. So, nobody can attest that. Anyway, anong ba maalala ko kay Papa? Si Papa, pag i-describe ko siya, he's a jack of all trades, no? I think si Papa, hindi siya nawawala ng learning curve sa mga stuff, lalo na pag sa mga nag-i-interest sa kanya, evidenced by siyempre nandun siya sa overseas. Ang balita ko, habang nangangasiwa siya dun sa food and beverage sa Diego Garcia. So, nag-aral din siya about photography. So, I believe na dun ko din nakuha yung ni Papa about photography. So, on the side, yun ang ginagawa niya. Actually, as a matter of fact, yung last na usapan namin sa messenger ni Papa is, sabi niya napatayo nga niya yung grills dun sa Capitol Estates dyan sa Pilipinas, just using the photography. So, si Papa very encouraging siya. You know, yun nga, he's actually pushing me to invest a business back there kasi nga gusto niya talagang, he has the desire for us to go back there. And unfortunately nga ngayon na hindi nga kami nakauwi because of, as you can see, itong si Zion is having some sort of severe eczema and we cannot really travel there. But ang masasabi ko naman, I believe na na-satisfy naman yung time na buhay pa siya kasama namin kasi I think si Papa knowing yung going back dun sa mga pictures na enjoy ko yung time ko kay Papa in his prime in a way na yun nga nakapanood pa kami ng mga Spurs games, yan kasama si Papa. Tapos he actually goes to Bible study every Saturday. So napakasipag na tao yan si Papa kasi ako, one Bible study lang ako pero sa kanya, gusto niya attendan lahat nung nandito siya sa States, especially ngayon sa San Antonio. Kaya talagang kilala talaga si Papa as a man of faith. Hindi lang, I don't think it is, he is doing that for like a duty in a sense to show off to people kasi usually syempre may mga tao na they attend church because they just want to check off that list. Okay, nakapag-church na ako. Pero si Papa, I believe na he was doing that because he wants to be closer to the Lord and he wants to really seek the Lord, you know. Yun yung si Papa. And then si Papa very very prayerful yan na tao. And na ano nga kami kasi nga parang every single thing na gagawin namin or pagdidiscussan or pag may mga meeting, magpapa-meeting yan si Papa, mahilig magpa-meeting yan sa mga family members. Pero gusto talaga niya nagpe-pray. And as a matter of fact, si Papa, before siya nag-diagnose about dun sa throat issues niya, nag-initiate ako na magkaroon kami ng Bible study. So, isa siya, syempre sa alam ko natuwa doon kasi he wants to, in his heart, bring back the fire sa family namin. And especially ngayon, na alam ko na masaya na siya ngayon with the Lord. You know, sabi nga sa Bible, diba, to be absent in the body is to be present in the Lord. So, ngayon, nasa presensya na siya ni Lord. So alam ko na yung mga ininvest na sa amin, especially sa akin, encouraging me to really pursue the Lord. Yun ang mga legacy na iiwan ni Papa. It might not be the richest, but actually kung sino ako as a man and as a man of faith na pursuing Jesus. And ang kagandahan lang din nung mga, kasi syempre we're praying for the miracles kay Papa. And we're actually believing for healing for him. Pero in these types of cases, alam ko naman nakikinig si Lord. Although meron talaga siyang mga ultimate plans for everything. So, yung wisdom ni Lord, we cannot really question about it. Kung ano yung plano niya para sa bawat isa. And I just believe na si Papa, even though very, I would say, traumatic yung nangyari kasi nakita namin kung paano siya nahirapan din at the end dun sa lung center. And in a sense, syempre releasing forgiveness na rin dahil nakita namin kung paano siya trinato doon sa ospital na hindi napagbigyan yung mga kahilingan namin about yung sa blood pressure medicines na sana na-take niya. Kaya nga siya namatay because of that. Sa gutom, kasi 4 days din siyang hindi nakakain. Pero, syempre, ang nasa isip ko na lang, Lord, of all these things na nangyari sa kanya, alam ko na nasa tabi mo na siya, nasa presensya mo na siya. So, yung remaining hours na si Papa ay nandun sa hospital, syempre si Manang Tin, syempre concerned siya about yung sa ililipat si Papa sa ICU. Pero kasi nakita ko na kasi yung lagay ni Papa. You know, kung hindi nyo may tatanong, namatayan din ako si Isaiah before. That was 5 years ago. And then nakita ko yung look na yung mga opening window where meron pang pagkakataon na magsabi kay Papa. So sabi ko kay Manantin, can you just give the phone to Papa? Kasi sa akin importante kasi na, you know, marami tayong mga gustong sabihin sa tao. And I just believe na it matters when that person is actually hearing it when they're still alive. Kasi yung mga affirmations na ganito, I believe ito na yung para sa mga taong naiwan niya. But yung kay Papa, when I saw him, and obviously he saw me kasi nag-respond din si Papa eh. So wala akong sinabi sa kanya. Sabi ko, Papa, I love you. 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 So yung blank stare ni Papa, actually nag-focus siya doon sa phone. And I believe talaga na naintindihan niyo kasi nag-thumbs up pa siya. So I'm really thankful for the Lord kasi binigyan niya ako ng pagkakataon na masabi ko kay Papa how much we love him even on his deathbed. Na alam niya na okay kami. And it is time to let go. Kasi syempre nahirapan na rin siya. So anyway, nung nagbabay na nga kami, nabalitaan na namin na si Papa nga pumanaw na. When Manang Tin and Mama were sleeping, they were doing CPR already on him. But you know, I just believe it by faith. And ito yung patunay na magaling si Lord at mabuti siya na I believe na kinuha si Papa when everyone was sleeping already. And even in those times where he was really in anguish and in pain, very hungry, siyempre yung heart rate niya nagra-raise na rin kasi it was not controlled. So wala siyang G-tube, no, wala siyang peg tube, there's no yung IV niya, wala ding dependable IV. So nung time na yon, na-comfort na ako. Sabi ko, Lord, you know, you're in control. And masaya na ako dahil alam ko na unang-una nakasama na niya si Lord, si Jesus, no. Pangalawa, nakasama na rin niya si Lola Pres. And hopefully si Papa Pablo din na nakumpleto na sila kasi yun ang pangarap din niya na magkaroon sila ng reunion. Actually, may picture nga ako dito na pina-photoshop pa yung tatay niya at saka si Lola Pres and siya, magkakasama sila. So I think inano na ni Lord yun, grinant na niya. And I just believe talaga na makita na rin sila ni Isaiah, yung anak ko, for the first time ever and in glory. So for me, no, sa mga naiwan ni Papa, find comfort. Katulad ko, you know, I find comfort sa word ni Lord na blessed are those who mourn because syempre nagmo-mourn na rin tayo. May mga pagkakataon na syempre umiiyak pa rin ako. Lalo na pag may mga naaalala ko sa kanya. Pero sabi ni Lord, blessed are those who mourn for they will be comforted. And ang comfort doon talaga is we know where Papa is. Na talagang diretso na siya sa heaven. And kasi naman yun na ang promise ni Lord sa atin. For whosoever believes in Him shall not perish but will have eternal life. And I believe genuinely, without any doubt, na si Papa ay nasa heaven na. Because he actually lived a good life with the Lord. And he had a good relationship with the Lord, with Jesus when He was here on earth. So this can I pray that this message will find comfort to those na Papa is in a safe place, and ang goal natin, no, ng mga naiwan, Lord, I just pray that we will finish our race good, that we will finish our race strong in this life. So be encouraged, and sa lahat ng mga kamag-anak ko dyan, pasensya po at wala ako dyan, pero para kay Papa na alam ko nasa heaven na ngayon, I will direct my prayer. Jesus, would you hug Papa, hug Lola Pres, and hug Isaiah for me, and tell them that we love them so much. So yun lang po. God bless.
Ako po si Chody. Ako po ay isang kaibigan, hindi lamang kaibigan ni Kuya Paul dito sa Amerika. Ako po ay nagpapasalamat kay Kuya Paul at ganon din sa kanyang pamilya dahil sila po ay una naming nakilala dito sa pagdating namin sa Amerika at tunay nga na masasabi kong sila po ay sugo ng Panginoon para makilala kami. Para sa isang tunay na kaibigan kay Kuya Paul, siya po ay hindi lamang kaibigan na itinuturing ko kung hindi bilang isang kapatid ang turing ko sa kanya. At una sa lahat, nais kong ipahatid ang aking taos-pusong pakikiramay sa pamilya at sa mga mahal sa buhay. Lalong-lalo na kay ate na hindi madali tanggapin ang pagkawala ni Kuya dahil alam ko sa aking puso kung gaano niya kamahal si Kuya at kitang ko noon na kung paano sila magsama nung nandito pa sila sa Maynila at mga kasama namin. Isa siyang napakabuting tao, napagmahal na ama, tapat na kaibigan at para sa akin, higit pa sa isang kaibigan na parang kapatid. Hindi madaling tanggapin ang biglaang pagpanaw niya. Hanggang ngayon, tila hindi pa rin ako makapaniwala na siya po ay wala na. Pero sa bawat alaala, sa bawat kwento at sa bawat tawa na pinagsamahan namin, alam kong nariyan siya buhay sa puso namin lahat. Tanda-tanda ko pa noon, every time mayroon kaming kaunting salo-salo sa bahay, hindi pwede na hindi kami magkasama. Lalo na pagdating sa mga palabas, lalo na noong kapanahunan ng pagbubuksing. Kami po ay laging magkaisa sa aming mga panonood at kitang-kita namin ang aming pagmamahal sa bawat isa. Si Kuya Paul ay hindi lamang isang kaibigan, kundi tinuturing ko rin siyang parang ama na tagapayo sa amin at lalong-lalo na pagdating sa pananampalataya. Siya ang una sa aking nagmulat dito sa Amerika. Napakarami naming beses pinagsaluhan ang simpleng mga bagay. Minsan tinatawag kami sa apartment niya para lamang magkape, magmerienda at masaya na kami sa aming mga kwentuhan. Mawala man siya sa aming piling, hindi kailanman mabubura ang kanyang iniwang alaala sa amin. Lalo na ang kanyang mga ngiti pag sinabi sa akin, Jody, ano pa ba ang gagawin natin? Mayroon pa ba tayong gagawin doon sa likod? Lalong-lalo na pag kami ay nagbabarbecue, siya ang aking kanang kamay at si ate naman ang taga linis dito sa loob ng bahay. Si Kuya Paul ay mawala man siya sa piling namin, hindi kailanman mabubura ang kanyang iniwang alaala. Mananatili siyang buhay sa aming mga puso sa bawat kwento, bawat tawa at bawat luha na inalay namin para sa kanya. Kuya Paul, maraming salamat. Salamat sa kabutihan mo, sa pagmamahal mo at sa pagiging tunay na kaibigan sa amin. Lalong-lalo na sa aking dalawang anak noon na maliliit pa sila na kayo po ay nakatulong sa amin sa pag-aaruga sa kanila. Kuya Paul, doon pa lang Kuya Paul, kayo ay namimiss namin sa mga bagay na ito, Panginoon. Kuya Paul, hindi ka namin malilimutan, mahal ka namin at hindi ka mawawala sa puso namin lahat. At ito pang pansamantalang pagpapaalam lamang, Kuya Paul, at sa muli nating pagkikita, Kuya Paul, sa kabilang buhay. In behalf sa Tijol family, sa aking pamilya, kay Elsa, kay Sarah, kay Sam, kami po ay nagdadalamhati Kuya Paul, para sa inyong paglisan sa mundong ito. Kuya Paul, maraming salamat sa lahat at higit sa lahat sa iyong magagandang alaala sa amin. Paalam, Kuya Paul.
You are beautiful beyond description, too marvelous for words, too wonderful for comprehension, like nothing ever seen or heard. Who can grasp your infinite wisdom? Who can fathom the depth of your love? You are beautiful beyond description, majesty enthroned above. And I stand in awe of you. I stand in awe of you. Holy God, to whom all praise is due. I stand in awe of you. You are beautiful beyond description, too marvelous for words, too wonderful for comprehension, like nothing ever seen or heard. Who can grasp your infinite wisdom? Who can fathom the depth of your love? You are beautiful beyond description, majesty enthroned above. And I stand in awe of you. I stand in awe of you. Holy God, to whom all praise is due. I stand in awe of you. And I stand in awe of you. I stand in awe of you. Holy God, to whom all praise is due. I stand in awe of you. I stand in